Some months back, Vice News did a brief documentary on a sect of modern Moors in the US. It really got me thinking about the ideologies black men have founded over the decades and how we may potentially reorient some of them to advance our community as a whole. What up, African world? It's Home Team here, and welcome back to another video of African history, culture, and worldview. By supporting this channel on Patreon, you're helping in the creation of these videos and contributing to this content. The link to Patreon is in the description box below. To begin, this video is not a promotion of any of the religious organizations mentioned. Neither is it a video intended to support or disparage any of their truth claims. My only intent is to help envision an idealist path to construct a healthy role these organizations can have in our community. Vice News did a segment on a particular sect of a modern Moorish nation. According to Vice News, this group believes they belong to a so-called Moroccan empire, and that this empire extended into the United States at some point. Therefore, this gives them certain rights and protections. Members of this Moorish organization are steadfast in their beliefs and obstinately defend their position against law enforcement and even members of the black community who do not identify with the organization. One thing I've noticed over the years is the ability of individuals within our community to create movements based on their own interpretations of history. Obviously, this is not unique to the black community, but we've made use of it to advance our needs and concerns. Some groups that come to mind are the Hebrew Israelites, the Moorish Nation, and the Nation of Islam, just to name a few. The salience of these organizations is a tendency to focus on a lost or stolen identity. They attempt to capture this identity and establish structure and purpose for the community. Despite what you may believe about their historical approach, these groups have managed to convince enough people to cooperate in large numbers. That's no small accomplishment. Some individuals within the community have expressed their frustrations with these ideologies, and others simply ignore them. Yet these organizations persist, ostensibly in good health. That reality is something I wanted us to explore. A question that arises for me is, have we taken the right approach when it comes to these organizations? Instead of trying to debunk or dismiss them wholesale, should we try to identify what powers their existence and craft our findings into something useful for the black community as a whole? Personally, I think this would be a more useful path for all parties involved. At the very least, they provide stimulating answers to a decades-long identity crisis within the black community. These particular groups have adapted older religious ideas and found ways to participate in them on their own terms. I'm really curious what you guys have to say. Do you think that instead of marginalizing these organizations, it would be more useful to reorient their place in our communities? What do I mean by that? Dr. Claude Anderson speaks about a concept called ethno-aggregation and vertical integration. Essentially, it's where we combine our wealth and our resources so that we can be more economically and politically competitive. I recall Vice News interviewing a different sect within the modern Moorish Nation, one that wasn't the initial focus of the video. The elder of that particular organization denounced the other sect he deemed harmful and said that his organization stands on 5 principles: love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, all within the context of obedience to the law. These concepts he mentioned aren't some sui generis outlier within the black community. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice are ideas the larger black community can all get behind. If we can rediscover and centralize this common ground, there's no reason why leaders within each group and the larger black community as a whole can't work together to advance Dr. Claude Anderson's economic and political plan for Black America. Now, some might say that Dr. Claude Anderson's vision is a bit outdated and that we may need a new path moving forward. Whether that is the case or not is besides the point. Centralizing a common vision for the community, whatever it may be, should be the primary objective. Perhaps we can begin a different kind of conversation, one that refuses to marginalize certain organizations that clearly have an ability to mobilize members of our community. The point is, our spiritual beliefs aren't a barrier to healthy cooperation. If we can start there, I believe we can successfully steer the conversation in a different direction. Well, I'm all out, guys. If you like these videos and want to help in its continued production, support the home team on patreon.com. The link is in the description box below. Know thyself. Remember your ancestors. Peace.